We end our story off with Jazz and Bumblebee standing side by side each other, telling the other Autobots to go. They're gonna finish this together. And well, Jazz and Bumblebee circle Optimus as the others simply make their way towards the entrance and hopefully wait. While RC and Chromio both express that they are not comfortable with this is where Sideswipe simply notes that they know Optimus the best. They're the only ones left that know Optimus the best. Ironhide was gone. Ironhide is gone, excuse me. And so is Ratchet, two of Optimus's closest friends. So they're all he has left. And so when Quintessa orders Optimus to attack, Jazz takes out his dual-bladed staff, and this is where Bumblebee drops his battle mask, and they both rush at Optimus. The two of them actually do make some good damage on the Prime. However, he's still stronger. He's still a skilled fighter. And so Jazz actually has to protect Bumblebee a little bit because he's not the best of the best when it comes to fighting. However, Bumblebee does do his damage and actually has to pull out his plasma cannon and starts bombarding Optimus while Jazz keeps him keeps him off balance at close range. And this is where Jazz manages to get his staff around Optimus's neck and simply tells him, what is he doing? What does he think he's doing? Are you going to let some witch control you? Are you going to let someone deem who you are? Are you going to let the very being that deceived everyone, everything in her path, control you? However, this doesn't fall too much on deaf ears as Optimus grabs him and slams Jazz into the ground the same way Hulk did to Loki. And he does it again and again. And this is where the other Autobots have enough of this. Even the Dinobots as well. They all rush forward, charging at Optimus. And they all do some damage, buying Jazz some time to get up as Hound is able to check on him saying, dang, dude, you took... Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. You got your behind whooped. Well, obviously, duh. Just fix me up a little bit if you can, right? So this is where we do see Optimus. He is managing, but again, without the whole sort of judgment, because he never grabbed that in this timeline, and the shield of... Forgot what his shield was called. Let me know in the comment section down below. This is where the Dinobots are able to actually overwhelm him along with the other Autobots. They don't want to kill him, but again, they do have to subdue him. So they manage to pin Optimus where Grimlock is able to grab him by the back of his, back itself here, has his finger in between his heads and pretty much just holds Optimus up. Then when Jazz tells him to slam him down, he does it and keeps him pinned under his arm while the other Dinobots hold his other limbs to the best of their abilities without trying to crush him. And this is where Jazz simply turns his attention to a smiling Quintessa, and she simply states she could give them everything they want. All they have to do is serve her, and this can all stop. Do you want this to be the end of your friends? The end of Cybertron? I thought you Autobots cared about your world. Or did you think about that after the humans betrayed you? And this is where Cliffjumper points his cannon at her, but Jazz simply tells her to stand down. To which he calls Quintessa out on her bluff. You don't care about Cybertron. You don't even care about Earth. You want to control this universe, just like any other tyrant. To which Quintessa is like, how dare you? I care for this world. I care for it more than you did. You guys destroyed it. Your war tore everything apart. And this is where Jazz is like, right. The war actually caused by the Fallen. And Quintessa goes silent. And he simply states, yeah, you see, if you actually were the Prime of Life, you would have also known about Megatronus, now would you? Or do you have more lies to tell, Quintessa? And Quintessa doesn't like this, but again, this allows Bumblebee to get behind her. But again, Jazz does have to keep her distracted, and he tells her completely everything that, that he knows so far. about how Megatron has corrupted Megatron, how it changed him. And this is where Quintessa simply states, if that was the case, then why didn't you finish him on Earth? Why didn't you destroy Galvatron? To which Jazz simply states one simple thing. The humans got what they got. If there are some alive, hopefully they'll learn from their lesson and maybe grow from it. But they also had to realize something as well. They couldn't always be humanity's savior. You can't always save someone who doesn't learn from their lessons. However, Optimus is very different, righteous and virtuous, a being that cannot be corrupted unless he allowed it. And this is where Jazz simply turns to Optimus. Are you just going to allow this to happen? Are you just going to allow her to desecrate everything we worked for? What about all the sacrifices from Alita, Ironhide, Ratchet, all the Autobots that Shockwave had massacred? Are you just going to let it happen, Optimus? Are you going to just let their sacrifices to be in vain? And this is where Optimus's optics begin to change rapidly. And he says, no, no, no. I will not let that happen. For Cybertron, for our home, for the universe itself. I will not let this happen again. And this is where, as everyone lets him up, Optimus forces the corruption of Quintessa out and turns his attention to her. You have deceived me, O Creator. You lie, deceive, and cheat like any other Decepticon. And now you will perish for what you've done. Autobots, attack her. And this is where Quintessa is now horrified as all the Autobots simply rush at her. She tries everything. She tries to use the arena, the corpses of her dead soldiers. She tries to use them as weapons. But the Autobots are far too coordinated, far too united, far more united, than they ever been before. And well, there's someone who gets the final kill shot. And believe it or not, it's the most unexpected character. The one who gets the kill shot is RC. She gets the kill shot on Quintessa. After all the defense she had to play using the arena, she forgot about two of the smallest Autobots, RC and Chromia. Chromia being the distraction, allowing RC to get the well-placed shot through Quintessa's spark, killing her. And so, the threat is gone. Or is it? Optimus does use the seed, and this brings Cybertron back to life. Let's say they just take it to the core. They have Strafe go to the core along with Optimus, and well, depositing the seed restores the entire planet like it was really meant to. And this is where they realize something. Quintessa is right about one thing. They can't let Earth suffer. So they decide that maybe it is time that they did one more thing right. One last hoorah against the Decepticons. And so the plan is simple. Cliff Jumper is in charge, while Optimus, Jazz, and Bumblebee go with the Dinobots back to Earth. And well, they do just that, arriving just in time to see what's happened. The massacre, the destruction, the carnage. Humanity's still alive, don't get me wrong, but they're endangered. Oh, how unfortunate, right? Betraying your allies just seems to have unforeseen consequences for the entire race. And so this is where Optimus simply states, remember, they're doing this because it's the right thing to do, not because they feel bad for humanity. To which Jazz is like, you ain't gotta tell me twice, big man. Dinobots, y'all ready? to which all the Dinobots simply transform and roar, with Optimus mounting Grimlock, Bumblebee mounting Strafe, and Jazz mounting Slash. And well, once they land, they immediately head out and start bombarding the Decepticons, tearing through them all like a hot knife through butter. However, this is where they reach the core of it, that being Galvatron himself. He's shocked to see Optimus here. He even states, "Why are you here? You abandoned humanity, remember? This planet is mine." No, it isn't. It is no one's. Not mine, not yours. It belongs to the humans, them and their flawed logic. Whatever happens to them will not happen because of you. It'll be because of either their own doing or because of the planet's many secrets. And so, this is where Optimus and Galvatron do battle, along with Jazz fighting against a high-ranking KSI drone, while Bumblebee gets to go against Stinger. Meanwhile, the Dinobots simply go around hunting down any Decepticon they can find. Keep in mind that since they were already durable enough to take on KSI drones and their equipment, I don't think it's really going to make a difference here whether or not they just, there's just more KSI drones. It's just a massacre at this point. That's the unfortunate part about it. And so, yeah, they win. The Autobots win with Optimus this time actually Uno reversing Galvatron, with him grabbing him by his midsection, lifting him over his head, and ripping him in half, killing him permanently. And this is where, well, humanity does come out, with it being led by Lennox. And he does thank Optimus for everything that he's done, everything that, they've, experienced with them over the years. However, Optimus simply states one simple thing: save your thanks. Humanity has wronged itself, and it has wronged us as well. Despite the fact that we were your allies, you betrayed us. You let us to be hunted down like animals and branded us as the problem. Whatever happens here on out, you're on your own. But know this: we will not be back for anything related to humans. Decepticons will be a maybe here on out. However, he will not, my Autobots will not be coming back here ever again. And so, Optimus leaves humanity to its own devices. Some years pass. Cybertron is restored, and Cybertronians begin to return. Decepticons that wish to seek redemption all become new citizens of this new era. However, one thing does remain, that being the rise of Unicron. And well, it does happen. Unicron eventually destroys Earth in its entirety. However, because of the new front, the Autobots are more united than ever before, meaning that when Unicron does appear towards Cybertron, Optimus, Jazz, the Dinobots, and any other Decepticons that have wanted to reform all pretty much storm Unicron. And well, Optimus is able to use the Matrix to end that threat once and for all, finally bringing peace to not only Cybertron, but to the universe. And well, that's what I'm going to leave it off here, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this run. Sorry to end it kind of on a more solemn note, Earth being destroyed at the end of it, because again, it is the Unicron thing. It's its own thing. Now, would Optimus have really came back to Earth if, he knew Unicron was Earth? Well, it's a 50-50, because this Optimus is seemingly done with humanity. And I even think the other Autobots would convince him that no, this is likely why they need to, kind of end themselves or kind of just ended everything. I don't think Optimus would have came back, even though it may be out of character. But remember, this Optimus stated that he was done with Earth. He only came back to finish off Galvatron once and for all. But that's going to be all today, you guys. Please comment down below, like and subscribe and share with your friends. And you guys have a blessed day.